Okay, hi. I'm responding to Helena's post about censorship banning books in schools. I think that, first of all, I think that it's ridiculous that there are so many books that are banned from schools. I mean, the stupidest books are banned. Harry Potter, I think, is one very stupid example of books that are banned. I'm not even a Harry Potter person, but I've at least seen the first movie, and I know that it's not it's not going to change a kid's life forever to the point where it needs to be banned from a school and no teacher can ever teach that book. Um, I think that one example that sticks out in my mind really well, take your average, very urban middle class school. I think those kids are exposed to a lot of crime, for instance. Um, and to ban some of the books that are banned, I couldn't tell you a specific example, but um, a book that has been banned for its violence and its sexually explicit and its words are too much for students to handle. I think that kids like that, they are around it every day. They live that life. They know what it's like. I think that those kids need to read this book. They need to read about personal experiences of people that have been in gangs, that have gotten out of gangs, that have successful lives, that didn't end up with successful lives. I think they need to hear it all, because that is their reality. And I think that books like that will just give them more tools. It's not going to make them want to go steal a car or do drugs. It's going to make them want to become a better person, because probably the person that they're reading about, if they published a book, they have a pretty successful life. Um, I mean, assuming it was an autobiographical book, even fiction books. I mean, like the Diary of a Part-Time Indian, for example. Um, I don't really think there was a lot of crime in that book necessarily, but it, it was taken away for its racial content and racism, and the fact that kids were masturbating, or that kid was masturbating in it, or he was explaining it, something like that. I think that those, like some kids, every 14-year-old boy, Helena was completely right. They know what masturbation is. That's not a shock to them. They can read about it. They can handle it. Um, I think that a better way to censor books would be, maybe it's every kid who wants to read every teacher that wants to teach a part-time Indian book. Maybe you have to be 6th grade or above to teach that book, because if you're in 5th grade or below, maybe you're not necessarily ready. You don't understand all of the racial aspects of that book, or you don't understand masturbation yet. I mean, um, that's better than just completely taking it out of schools in general, because there are so many kids in school that can handle reading that book. Another way to censor books better, I think, would be, Helena mentioned this one as well, to, what did she say? Permission slips. Send them home. Better one or two kids miss the book in the class than all 25 students. Um, and that's pretty much all I got. I just think that books like Harry Potter, for instance, kids are reading those not because, I don't even know why that one was banned. I don't remember what Judy Blume said about it. But kids are reading it because they enjoy it. They're not reading it because whatever it was banned for. They're not reading it for sexual content. They're not reading it for naughty words that is said in it. They're reading it because they really like Harry Potter, and I mean, it's a huge book. Everyone enjoys that. Anyway, so that's pretty much all I have to say. I just think that schools do a really terrible job of, and it's not even necessarily schools, parents, everyone, everyone just jumps on it, and all of a sudden all these books are banned and no one can read them anymore, and I think that's a terrible way to go about it. Alright, thanks.